Look, it's been a while since we talked about Nothing OS because of late there's nothing changing. But the first beat of Nothing OS 5 is here, and this is not your 4.0 update. This is a big one because there's visual changes all across, new widgets, new themes, there's new features we've been waiting for, hidden changes too. So you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon because we make some of the most useful tech videos ever. And yeah, let's start with the visual changes because there's a lot of them. And who doesn't love visual changes? No, if you don't. I mean, it all starts right from the first boot screen, and this is how it looks versus Nothing OS 4. Yeah, way more colorful, and if you see, a lot of elements have become smaller too, just looks better overall. Now, taking it one by one, there's a lot of changes in the lock screen. I mean, if you look at the lock screen first up, you won't see any changes right away, but you gotta have an eye for that because there's a lot of changes. Sorry. And first up, there's a new gooey clock face. Gooey, that sounds like, never mind. But yes, looks funky versus the most simpler options. And there's also a new micro graphics face coming, shows date, time, weather, meetings, all without unlocking. Kind of like at a glance, but Nothing's version. And this is coming later with the stable update. And the clock face can finally pick colors from your wallpaper, white, black, everything in between. Nothing also says that the wallpaper depth effect got better. I mean, I didn't really notice a big difference, but hey, it's a beta, so you never know. Now once you finally unlock the phone, you get this new home screen. And does it look the same? No, let me get into detail. See, Nothing OS 5.0 brings a new Lucent theme, I love the name, and this gives you that transparent glass-like effect in widgets. I mean, you can see the difference side by side versus Nothing OS 4, and you get this effect even in the search bar, be it Google or Essential Search. It's also on the lock screen widgets, and I think it's a nice take on the whole, pani shisha effect. But Nothing, can we get this for the app icons too? Kalbai, make it happen, please. And there's also an option to reduce blur effects in settings, so maybe Nothing's already planning to push this blur everywhere. Now what's a Nothing OS update without some new widgets? And there's actually 3 new widgets here. So there's the away time widget, which shows you how less you use your phone, how away you're from your phone, very important and pretty cool. There's collector, where you can put any photos as a sticky note in a wall sort of. I mean, you can put many photos, swipe around to check them on the wall, and the cover auto cycles with different photos, so again, pretty cool. There's also a new glyph timer widget, which, well, starts the glyph timer. And yeah, you get different sizes for all of these widgets. All of these new widgets are also available on the lock screen. Now the next one is not a huge ass feature, but it's my personal favorite. So I switch phones a lot, and whenever I switch to a Nothing phone, I used to, put the apps one by one individually. It was a pain in the... But finally, just like, ColorOS One UI, you can now select multiple apps and just move them around. Yep, there's finally a proper batch edit option, so you can select multiple apps, even widgets together, and you can move them all at once. And this is a lifesaver, like I said, especially when you're setting up your phone first up, which I do a lot. Just one more thing, Kalbai, just, option to rearrange the pages. You know what to do. And just like the lock screen clock colors, there's wallpaper tints everywhere now. So do these small quick setting widgets. Even something like the compass widget gets it. And these small touches genuinely look nice, very Nothing-like. Next up is probably the most hyped change in Nothing OS. I mean, remember a few years back when MIUI brought, a split quick settings plus notifications panel, and everyone lost their minds. They were like, boo, iOS copy, boo. And then every other Android skin started bringing it. And now Nothing OS is brought in and everyone's like, yeah, what a feature, no more double swiping. Typical Android fans. So yes, notifications panel and the quick settings page have broken up, and you can now swipe left to open the notifications, swipe right for the quick settings. And yeah, there's some good changes. I like how there's this neat curtain-like animation when you open or close the panel. Plus, if you see the quick settings itself, these extra options have gone from bottom to the top now. There's a new volume slider, and yes, there's nice haptics all around, but you can't resize these sliders yet. There's also new design touches. I mean, check the Wi-Fi pin, check the mobile data pin. And when you toggle these, they change smoother in the status bar. Plus, there's new animations for things like, turning airplane mode on and off. I mean, the plane literally flies. Whee! Attention to detail. Now you open the notification panel and there's a direct button to go to notification history now. You see the network info right here too. And even the clock changed slightly. Date now sits below it. There are small changes, but that's what we do here at Sillycorns, so subscribe. Also, when you play music, this is how it looks versus Nothing OS 4. Yeah, much cleaner, much smaller as things should be. Even the screen recorder has a new floating pill design with simplified options, and again, it looks much better now. But hey, if you thought that was it, Nope. There's a lot more visual changes in Nothing OS 5. Let me just get on with it. So there's a new Geist, whatever, font you can pick in the settings now, and this is how it looks compared to the older one. So yay or nay, let me know in the comments. Even the settings app got a redesign. I mean, newer icons everywhere, more cleaner, more compact layout. Things don't eat up huge space like they used to. Nothing's also added more Nothing like graphics, and display settings now have HDR brightness control, so you can reduce the brightness if you like HDR but don't want it blasting in your face. There's also a new expanded dark mode option, basically forces apps that don't support dark mode. Yeah, we've seen this everywhere. Sound settings now has a slider for assistant, aka the Gemini volume. Apart from that, the bottom nav bar is now smaller, nice change. The recents menu has a new design change too from stock Android 17, so app names appear like this, so you actually know there's more options now unlike before. Nothing's also using smaller elements everywhere like these pill-shaped bits, and since it's Android 17, you get the new Noto 3D emojis. The camera privacy indicator appears blue instead of green now. But the one big feature we've been waiting for in Nothing phones is finally here, and I'm talking about AirDrop support, but there is a catch. Yes, with Nothing OS 5, Quick Share finally works with Apple and you can share files with iPhones, but like I said, the catch, this only works through this QR code method. You can't just tap and share it directly like you do on a Samsung phone. And right now, this is iPhones only, no Mac support, which is personally what I was hoping for. But yeah, maybe in a future update, Akis bhai. Come on. Now moving on, Nothing's own stock apps have got some love too. So there's updates all around. First up, the gallery, and this gets this new menu bar pill now with that, transparent Lucent effect. There's a new option to sort and filter images. You can also reorder albums now. Plus, I see two new options when editing a photo, text and annotations. And inside settings, you can now choose the default save behavior. So yeah, all good changes. Even the camera app has got some minor changes, slightly cleaner UI because lens option is now moved to the top left. All the controls are also smaller, and when you scan a QR code in the camera, the results appear here at the bottom instead of moving with the viewfinder. Now, apart from these app updates, there's two new apps coming with Nothing OS 5, but no, unlike other skins, Bubble Blast and other games, it's Nothing apps. See, first up, Glyph now has its own dedicated app for sounds, ringtones, schedules, all the customization. And remember the essential apps where you can create your own widgets, even download ones created by other people? Well, it's now a built-in app, which I think was much needed. And I was honestly expecting a lot of new AI features. Instead, Nothing went ahead and updated some of their older AI features to try and make them better, which is fine by me. I mean, according to Nothing, Essential Voice has gotten better now, although it mostly feels similar to me in this beta. They also say there are smooth animations that respond mid-gesture, but things feel very similar as of now. Maybe the stable version will bring this huge change. And apart from that, there are some background changes like how background apps use lesser resources. The on-device intelligence keeps frequently apps ready to use. Plus, there's also overnight memory optimization. All of these features sound good, but yeah, we'll get a better idea once we use the device in the long term. So those are all the big, small, all the hidden changes in Nothing OS 5. And yeah, it's not a massive update, but definitely better than 4.0. I'm bringing some nice visual changes all across that I think Nothing fans will love. There's some features we've been waiting for, and the stable version of Nothing OS 5 will start rolling out by October. And here's all the devices that are getting this update. So that was Nothing OS 5, but the question is, does this bring it closer to something like One UI or Color OS? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Sorry.